Hello, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to be talking a bit about World Championships 2025 in USA Seattle. I'm going to be reflecting on sort of what I've thought about it from spectating at home, and in the background you're going to see an average of 25 on the 3x3. This is a different style video. Normally my videos are quite scripted or like I'm solving a cube live, but this time I'm just doing commentary over some random cubing footage. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's good to try something new out. So what I'll be talking about, I'm going to be talking about the format of the comp, what I thought about it, and what I think about for World Championships 2027 in Sweden. So without further ado, let's get started. So World Championships 2025. It was amazing to watch, firstly. It was 2 weekends ago, or 1.5 weekends ago from the time I'm recording this, and probably 2 when you're listening to this, 3rd to 6th of July, and it was just really cool to see how many people you can fit in a single building. Like, there were so many cubers. From my YouTube feed and stuff, I saw so much stuff. It was definitely the most coverage that I've seen from any World Championships, and as the cubing community grows, I'm sure that's going to get even more crazy. I sometimes wonder, like, is there a point where there's too much content being released? And, you know, maybe, but we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when it comes. There were also a bunch of YouTubers that were there, obviously, just like 2023 in Korea. A lot of YouTubers don't upload their footage for quite a while. However, this time I was very lucky, and thank you so much for Tingman, who made all his live edits of the World Championships, and that was definitely quite an eye-opening experience to see sort of what the chaos was at that event. And when I mean chaos, I mean like organized chaos. So let's now talk just a bit about the event. Firstly, the venue was like it was really good. From the broadcasts, you could see like this giant hall that had literally so many spectators. Like, I can't believe they organized something like that for a cubing event, and with 2,000 competitors and 17 events, organizing something like this must be really insane. And the WCA has talked a bit about how they organize their events, and like something like this, they've said that would take 2 years or 24 months to make. So that is really, really cool. What also really helped the comp, I think, was the broadcasting. This was a big step up from the past. Obviously, they've done all their regionals, they've broadcasted all their regionals, but just the commentators were much better, much higher quality. Stats and statistics, graphs, tables, all that stuff really increased sort of the experience viewing, and I think that was not only interesting but really fun. And people make the argument that cubing is not entertaining to watch, and although I do understand something like clock can be really hard to see what's going on, and sort of a lot of commentators just only focus on the time or the solve, but what I found from this World Championships is they really focused on the people, and that is what I think did really well. So from watching from home, the production quality was, as you can probably guess, I'm very happy with it, and I think there's a huge potential. If all the regional championships next year would have this production quality, I would be very happy. Right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is the people. I touched this a bit at the start, but there were a lot of people, a lot of passionate cubers there who were making interviews, videos, Tingman series, and it was really just interesting to see. On Instagram, I saw a lot of the top cubers posting about the community, the people they met. One of my favorite posts was the post with Felix Zemdes and Timofey Tarasenko. There's something, I don't exactly remember the wording, but it was something like role reverse or something, because I don't know, like 10 years ago, or Timofey wanted a photo with Felix, and now the roles swap. So that was really cool. But it was not just the top cubers. Literally everyone was posting. There was a bunch of blogs, and just really made the World Championships feel real. Yeah, and that is not even mentioning about the quality of cubing this world. Just whoa, it was crazy. I watched, I think, most of the finals live. I think, obviously, I didn't watch multi-blind, I didn't watch 5-blind, I didn't watch FMC, obviously. But it was honestly just amazing. And like, from Team Onkolshinsky's 5x5 world record average and world championship win to just amazing results in general. The first sub 5 average in a world championship final, and you get 3 of them. The whole podium was sub 5. That was just amazing. So I have some notes here. I don't know really what I wrote in my notes. Some of my favorite events to watch were Clock and Megamix. I'm a huge Clock fan, so obviously Clock would interest me, but I really enjoyed Megamix for some reason. I think I don't exactly know why. It might be the stories of the people. Sort of in the past 2 years, the Megamix scene has changed quite a bit. But yeah, and of course 3x3 blindfold, which I would have to say was my absolute favorite finals. Maybe I'm biased because Charlie Egan's won, and Charlie Egan's from Australia like me, but it was just so cool to see Charlie win, and I think it was really entertaining to see that round as well. The question is, how does this relate to the future of cubing? Obviously, it's great if these events are just entertaining, but entertainment is important. But then again, are we undermining the fact that we want to get better as a community and to get better cubers? And my biggest thing about the World Championships is that it feels too random. Like, obviously, all championship events should be random. There's a sense of randomness. But the fact that it's an average of 5, a single average of 5 to determine the world champion, like, that feels a bit like underwhelming. So obviously 2027, I don't think they're going to change it, but I'd love to see it. In terms of Australia was, again, just like everything. Australia had meetups, a lot of really good people there. I have a list of people. Charlie Eggins, Max Paris, Skew, Felix Mdegs, Jody Brewster. I can't even read my list. It's a lot of people, and it was amazing. So, 2027 World Championships. My cubing goal is to go to Worlds 2027. Obviously, that's a big stretch. The cubing community is growing so fast. Qualification times are skyrocketing, but I really want to improve, and I really want to go there. At the moment, I've been all-rounding. I've been doing as many events as possible, but I'm definitely going to try to specialize. So it's going to look like it's going to be either Clock or 3-blind, which are not only my favorite events, but some of the best that I am at. And yeah, so the plan is Oceanics 2026 and then Worlds 2027. Hopefully. You know, it's not guaranteed, but I think that if I work hard enough, then that might be possible. World 2027 will be in Uppsala, Sweden, so this got announced right at the end of the finals for 3x3 in 2025, and I went and read the whole application post weirdly. It was like I think it was like a 30-page document outlining the format, the timetables, the events, the number of people. They had 2 models. They had a 2,000 competitor model and a 1,600 competitor model. I don't know which one's better, and you can definitely have a look at that. But obviously, Worlds, a lot of time, a lot of money, so I don't know if I can make that happen, but you know. Anyway, that's really it for this video. Sorry about the bad commentary. I really wanted to just have a go improvising. Yeah, that's the end of the average. Oh no, I need to talk. Okay, that was a 19.76 average of 5. Wow, okay, that's kind of slow for me. Alright, see ya.